Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but it seems like Tesla has brought back the Tesla Model 3 standard range. It disappeared for a little bit, couldn't figure out why, but now it is back. It is in inventory, and the discounts are just as strong as ever. As we hit to the end of the month for August, as we get close to the end of the quarter for September, the question begins on whether it is a great time to buy right now or shall we wait. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's run that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best behind Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. So Tesla Model 3, we know that it is the cheapest Tesla vehicle out right now. Starts at $40,240. And of course, this vehicle, as of today, qualifies for the $7,500 federal tax credit. Of course, this is if you purchase a vehicle by the end of this year. You can use this income or even last year's income to qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit. If you don't know how this tax credit works, you can definitely check out some of the videos on the channel and on the page, where we go into in depth and give you the exact instructions on how to figure out if you qualify. But we know that if you go to inventory discounts, like our favorite website, waitingfortesla.com, you can see that there are massive inventory discounts that were there for the past few days. It went away for some reason. I think Tesla, for some reason, is trying to play games and not show any of the inventory onto the websites for whatever that reason is. Some of these, because these are third-party websites. These are not Tesla.com. So these are third-party tracking websites. Shout out to Waiting for Tesla and TJ and the team. But you can see right here, smack dab on the page, there is actually an even more bigger discount than $4,000 off. It's actually $4,120 for the top two that are the cheapest, most inexpensive Tesla Model 3s in the country. And the beauty with these vehicles, because this is just a tracking site, it still links you to waitingfortesla.com, or it still links you to the Tesla website. You can use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, to get an extra $500 to $1,000 off a Tesla Model 3, Model Y, or S, or even X, plus 3 months of full self-driving. So first, you got to click open that referral link open first, then head on over to waitingfortesla.com, find a discounted vehicle that interests you, just like this white black Model 3 standard range, which if I were to do this again, I'd probably go Model Y, but if I needed another daily driver, Model 3 would be a great choice. You can see once you click it, it links you directly to Tesla's website. You get this green check mark that the referral code has been applied, and then you will be able to then go ahead, place the deposit, and reserve this vehicle. And the beauty of this is you still get that $500 off. You still qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit as long as you as an individual qualify. And on top of that, there are plenty of state incentives as well, depending on where you're located. So now Tesla still has a section right here where you can put in your zip code, depending on where you're at, and it will give you an idea of what the tax credits might potentially be for that state. So Maryland, you can see right on the screen, has a $3,000 one. California has a $2,000 one, but it seems like it might be running out of funding. I think we might figure out and hear more about this tomorrow. So definitely be on the lookout for that. But if you're interested in a vehicle, you can see that you can be able to get all the different incentives. And I think this is brand new on top of this. They added this commercial vehicle section. So if you're a business owner, you can check this out and reach out to the corporate fleet team if you're looking to get that sort of incentive. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. For some reason, we definitely thought that maybe Tesla removed the standard ranges from the website because maybe they were going to have this elusive Highland coming in soon. But it looks like like that was just a glitch for whatever reason. And now Tesla Model 3 standard range vehicles are back onto the website and the discounts are in full effect. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description, there's a Patreon link where you support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. But thanks for coming in. Thanks for supporting. Welcome, DK. Happy Monday. Hopefully everybody is well. Hopefully everybody is doing great. Another start to the next week. So let's see what else we got in the pipeline. We got a couple different topics. So let me know what your thoughts on some of these are. But DK, thanks for coming in. I'll answer your question. Let's do one more topic and then I'll answer your question from that. In this next topic, I know a lot of you might be considering the Model 3 or even the Model Y, but now there's a new review from Motor Trend that actually comes out and they said, damn, it's good in regards to the Tesla Model Y long range. Let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. So shout out to Motor Trend. They posted this 2023 Tesla Model Y long range first test. Quote, damn, it's good. Rivals have sprung up, some excellent ones too, but the Tesla electric SUV still has the goods. So the quick 3 pros for the vehicle is that it's usefully sized, easy and rewarding to drive, and instrument and infotainment screen easy to navigate. And that's kind of the biggest thing with the Tesla vehicles. Once you're in the technology ecosystem, once you're used to it, it's super intuitive. And actually, really, that's where Tesla surpasses a lot of the competition in terms of their technology. The ride quality and maybe even the luxury feel of it, maybe not so much, but that's where we get to the cons of Motor Trend's article. So choppy ride, I've said it before and in the past that the Model Y and Model 3 are probably not the most comfortable vehicles, but that's because the batteries are pretty heavy and so it's harder to kind of work with that. But if you're coming from a luxury vehicle like a Lexus, BMW, Mercedes, you are certainly going to feel the harshness of the ride at the end of the day. So a little bit of caveat there, unless you're going to a Model S or even Model X. Auto steer doesn't work as well as other lane keeping systems. So this is a pretty interesting one to me because I've always been a fan of autopilot. I've always felt like it was a better system than other vehicles out there. But it is interesting that Motor Trend did not like the autopilot system with the auto steer. So I'd really love to see more on what they were actually thinking and which other companies to them might actually feel better. And then the last one is Brand Cachette dinged by divisive CEOs. Of course, they were talking to Elon Musk or about Elon Musk and how they might affect some of the brand, but it's still a lot of cool stuff. You definitely check out this article from Motor Trend that goes into a lot of it. But I really feel like because of the pricing that the Model Y is right now, and of course, if you can get some inventory discounts, like there's plenty right now, like this one right here on the screen with a over $5,000 discount on waitingfortesla.com. And the beauty with this is that you can stack this with a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, to get an extra $500 to $1,000 off. And it seems like Tesla is really looking to move these Model Ys. You can see there's plenty on the screen right here from discounts ranging from $2,500 all the way up to $5,300. Of course, some of these might be demo vehicles or have some miles, but the discounts are here and we're not even at the end of the month and we're definitely not at the end of the quarter yet. So definitely head on over to waitingfortesla.com and check out some of these vehicles if you're interested in purchasing them. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description of the Patreon link, we explore the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. DK, in order to qualify for the tax, is it purchased or delivered by the end of the year? I think you have to have it in your position by December 31st. Yes, DK, you have to take delivery by the end of this year to qualify for the tax credit for this year, but there are some changes coming to the program for the tax credit. So we've made a video on that. There's a big changes that are happening next year. And so I really feel like this December is going to be crazy with all the different incentives that could be out there, because the quick one with the changes, well, we still have to figure out if these Model 3s and Model Ys qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit, because the battery restrictions do get more stricter. However, the Tesla, the tax credit, the $7,500, is supposed to be a point of sale discount next year. So that means the discount should be taken off of the sale price. You don't have to worry about getting an enhanced refund or something like that next year, which could cause a little bit of a push for people wanting to push and take delivery next year. And when that happened last year, Tesla just basically said, you know what, we're just going to offer a $7,500 discount right off the bat. So could that be happening next December? Could it be a crazy time to buy this coming December? I certainly think so, because with interest rates rising, prices might keep coming down, and also it's going to be a lot more insane with incentives. In this next topic, we got to keep our eyes open out there, because yes, we are a Tesla fan channel, and yes, we like our Teslas and getting the best deal, but now there is a new deal coming to the pipeline with a new EV, or a newer EV, at a lease payment of $369 a month. So let's jump into it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And so let us take a look at this. Shout out to Brian Stone on X for posting this. Nissan's latest lease offer of the Aria EV, $369 a month. What do we think of the Aria? I don't mind the look. Haven't driven one yet. They are adopting the NACS supercharger for next year access, so definitely interesting. But this seems to be a pretty nice deal. I mean, yes, this is a low teaser payment, but if you look at the fine details right on the screen, it does say $4,129 initial down payment, plus taxes, fees, license, DM fees, and all that other stuff. So if you probably didn't put that $4,000 down, it's going to be closer to a, $500 give or take month. And actually, Black Model 3, or Zach, actually gave us the effective payment if you took out that down payment. You can see it's $483 a month before taxes, fees, and everything like that. But still, a crazy value, because you're probably looking at the lease section of a Tesla vehicle, and maybe even a finance section. And financing a Tesla vehicle, a realistic payment, is easily going to be in the $700, $800 to $900 a month. Leasing is easily going to be in the $600 to $700 to $800 a month. So this does seem to be an impeccable value, even though this is supposed to be like a Model Y competitor. And on top of that, with the Nissan Aria, there's one thing that this vehicle comes with that, of course, the Tesla doesn't have, and that is 1 year of free unlimited charging at EVgo. Of course, this is not Tesla superchargers, but that still does have some sort of valuation at the end of the day. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. I'm not saying that I'm going to go out and buy this vehicle, but we still got to keep our eyes out there to see what are the best deals out there, especially as more electric vehicle inventory start to pile up and more competition comes into the fold. So let me know what your thoughts on it. Did you drive the Nissan Aria? Did you compare it against the Tesla Model Y or Model 3? And what were your thoughts on it? But we're going to jump into the next topic. Let's see. James, the end of the quarter, I'm buying a Model Y Performance. So James, are you going to be buying a Model Y Performance at this end of the quarter, which is next month, or are you going to be waiting all the way till December? I think my advice is, if you can wait, you might as well just wait it out. If you need a car, then might as well just buy it next month. Roger, what is the price of the white Model 3 standard range with $7,500 federal tax credit, $2,000 tax credit, tax and license for California? Can it be a grand total of $32,000 out the door is what you're saying? It's pretty close. You typically want to add about 10% give or take for DMV taxes and fees and everything like that. So you can quickly do the math. Of course, we haven't made a video on that pretty recently about realistic payments. If you're interested in a realistic payment video where we take like a Model 3 standard range, we take like a Model Y long range, and we just calculate it out and see what are some realistic payments based upon averages, let me know what your thoughts on that. We can do that. We haven't done that in a while, but we might as well do that in the near future. In this next topic, Tesla Model Y inventory, we have been tracking it recently because Tesla did take down access to the inventory sites. But great news, we've had a newer website come into the fold and where we can track inventory, and inventory is hitting a new high. So some people are talking about a upcoming discount, maybe in the realm of $2,000. Let's talk about it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. So let us take a look at this. Shout out to TeslaInfo.com. We can see this is sorted by North American and Model Y only. You can see that Model Y inventory is hitting some pretty high levels. You can see we are passing the 1,800 units in inventory. Well, that is a pretty high amount at the end of the day. You can see in the past, 6 months, all the way to the beginning of this year, we have never been that high ever. So that could give us some more insight on why there's actually bigger discounts showing up to the plate and on waitingfortesla.com. You can see there's discounts anywhere from $3,000, $4,000, even $5,000. And right now, if you're looking for a long range, you could basically get it at the same price of a Model Y all-wheel drive. And we're not even at the end of the month for August, and we're not even at the end of the month or end of the quarter for this third quarter. So there is some people talking about a Tesla price cut. Shout out to Gary Black on X for posting this. He posted a little bit of a piece on why Tesla investors are still not getting why Tesla price cuts are bad for Tesla valuation and stock price. And really, he talked about how potentially if Tesla were to follow China's lead with China dropping the price of the Model Y $2,000, it wouldn't affect it too much, or it wouldn't really have that much effect on, or it would have an effect on if they price cut this across the global fee. You can see that if a $2,000 price cut on 60% of Model Y global sales would translate to a 35-cent share of the Tesla EPS reduction. You can see some of the math, or 10% of 2023 EPS. But shout out to Steve, which actually put us onto this Tesla info tracking site. He talked about how Tesla inventory is increasing exponentially, and he doesn't even feel that a $2,000 price cut is going to move these, because he brought up how in January the cut was $13,000 plus the federal tax credit, and they still needed to cut it in April. We may be looking at a substantial cut on the Model Y very soon, and he's actually talking about this. So if you take a look at this Tesla price history tracker, and we can sort it down to Tesla Model Y. If you didn't know, earlier this year, a Tesla Model Y long range was almost $66,000, $65,990. And on that fateful day in January 12th or 13th, the roundabout day, Tesla dropped the price $13,000 or $14,000 down to $53,000 or $52,990. Tesla continued to drop the price in April down to $49,990. And then now we've settled around this $50,490. But of course, as you know, and as we know, the price of Tesla Model Y long range is much less than the listed price of the MSRP. Because if we go to the MSRP pricing for the Tesla Model Y, you can see that the price of the vehicle is $50,490, but inventory prices are $4,000 to $5,000 less than this. And on top of that, if you use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, you can get an extra $500 to $1,000 off a Model 3, Model Y, or S or even X. So definitely click open that referral code down below in the description first, then head on over to waitingfortesla.com, find a vehicle that you're interested in, just like this beautiful blue with black interior Model Y that already has a $5,000 discount. Hit the reserve. You can see it brings you to the Tesla.com website. You get the green check mark that shows that you have the extra discount applied, and then go ahead and place that deposit. But you can see the discounts are already ramping up pretty quickly, and we're not even at the end of the month or even at the end of the quarter. So if you're on the sidelines, it could be a great time to buy and get a big discount. And the Model Y doesn't seem to have any sort of refresh coming up, just like how not like how the Model 3 is supposed to have a refresh coming up. So it might be a great time to try and just pivot, get the Model Y, ride it out, especially if you need a car, and then figure out the next one after that. But let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. If you're looking for the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. That's where you can do that. Get that at my Patreon link down below in the description. After you join, you get a link to my buying guide, which is the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla, all better than Tesla financing. Some even as low as 2.99 to sub 4%. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Welcome, everybody. If you're just joining in, we talked about how the Model 3 standard range is back and the discounts are also back. Congrats to everybody that's picked up a Tesla Model Y or Model 3 or a Tesla vehicle recently. If you're on the fence, don't forget to check out our Tesla discount codes down below in the description as well. If you're looking for Tesla accessories, you got 3D Mats USA for a premium floor mat for your Tesla. We've got RIVIAN for interior accessories. You got Jawa for the best interior accessories, and also MAGBAK for a OEM looking phone mount. So thank you to everybody that's used our Tesla accessory codes, discount codes in the past and also in the future. Paul, thanks for coming in. Welcome back. Roger, so I should look for cars in inventory for a good price. Yes, Roger, exactly. And that's kind of why we created the channel. We wanted to kind of shine a light on how, yes, Tesla vehicles are very expensive, or relatively expensive, but there are ways to get better prices and, of course, better financing on Tesla vehicles. And so there's plenty of hacks, so to say, for getting a best deal on a Tesla. But thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for supporting, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.